Fake it till you make it is the worst confidence advice ever invented. And I can prove it with a study of 91,000 people. Stay with me. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you why everything you've been told about confidence is backwards, and give you a 3-step framework that actually rebuilds it from the foundation up. This is the operational resilience method. Most people think confidence is a feeling. They think confident people wake up unstoppable. They think there's a genetic lottery, some have it, some don't. Here's the data that breaks that myth. In 2019, researchers published a meta-analysis in Psychological Bulletin, covering 91,000 participants. They tested 2 types of confidence: self-esteem, which is feeling good about yourself, and self-efficacy, which is having evidence you can handle what comes. The result? Self-efficacy predicted persistence through difficulty, 31% better than self-esteem. Translation: your feelings about yourself don't predict resilience. Your evidence does. I lived both versions of this. When I was young, I wore confidence like a uniform. Loud voice, sharp answers, big handshake, but it was all built on my job title, my certifications, the things I had memorized. The second any of it got challenged, I crumbled. I wasn't confident, I was performing. Then I started reading, researching, studying, not for a degree, for myself. And something shifted. My confidence stopped being a performance and started being a foundation. But the foundation wasn't certainty. It was evidence. Here's the contrarian confidence code. 3 steps. Each one violates conventional wisdom. Step 1. Create an evidence portfolio. Most advice tells you to think yourself confident. The contrarian truth: you build confidence by documenting yourself confident. Open a file, paper, digital, whatever. Every time you handle something hard, write it down. The conversation you didn't want to have but had. The decision you made under pressure. The boundary you set when everyone wanted you to fold. Most people forget their wins in 48 hours. Their brain deletes the evidence and keeps the doubt. The evidence portfolio reverses that. You're building a case file against your own imposter syndrome. Step 2. The strategic questioning protocol. Most training tells you to project certainty. The contrarian truth: strategic doubt is more powerful than fake certainty. Pick 3 low-stakes situations this week. In each, ask one of these out loud. What would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? What's the data actually saying versus what I'm assuming? Am I avoiding this because it's wrong or because it's uncomfortable? Each time you ask one of these out loud, you train yourself to lead from inquiry, not insecurity. That's what real confidence sounds like. Step 3. 1 act of self-advocacy per week, for 4 weeks. Most advice says wait until you feel ready. The contrarian truth: confidence is the result of advocacy, not the prerequisite. Pick 1 thing each week that requires advocating for yourself, asking for the raise, setting the boundary, disagreeing in the meeting, pricing your work at what it's worth. Do it for 4 weeks. By week 4, you won't be the same person who started week 1. Not because you'll feel different, because you'll have evidence you're different. I'm reading Dare to Lead by Brené Brown right now, and she put words to something I've been wrestling with for years. She writes that courage requires vulnerability. You can't have one without the other. Apply that to confidence, and it finishes the picture. Real confidence isn't the absence of doubt. It's the willingness to be seen, fully, and act anyway. Fake confidence hides the gaps. Real confidence shows you the gaps and the work in progress and says, I'm still moving. That's the version of yourself you're trying to build. If you're tired of performing a confidence you don't actually feel, I built something for you. The Operational Resilience Assessment. 3 minutes. It tells you whether your confidence is currently grounded in performance or evidence and what to do next. Links in the description. If this video gave you a different way to look at confidence, hit subscribe. Next week, once you've built the confidence, where do you point it? Because confidence without purpose is just noise. We'll fix that. Build the evidence. Show up vulnerable. See you next week.